He owned that the debate was not his best night, and he said himself, it's not an excuse, but it's an explanation.
You did get numerous questions yesterday about the president's debate performance. You didn't mention travel, the jet lag, the foreign trip. So I think you can understand why it was a little bit puzzling to hear the president mentioning that as his explanation for the first time last night.
And I want to say that is my bad. I did know that, but we were so focused. I was so focused on the cold.
Is President Biden considering stepping down?
Absolutely not.
Every summer we do stories about sharks and shark attacks.
Okay, so here's a classic story where George Stephanopoulos goes up against Nikki Haley and says, on what basis do you say he's not going to finish his term? So let's play this classic video. It illustrates a different attitude towards facts between conservatives and liberals.
There is no way that Joe Biden's going to finish his term. I think Kamala Harris is going to be the next president, and that should send a chill up every American spine. But I also think the fact that we have a primary.
Excuse me 1 second, Ambassador. How do you know that Joe Biden's not going to finish his term? What is that based on?
You ask Americans, do you think he...
So what is that based on? So for conservatives, it's based on common sense. But for liberals like George Stephanopoulos, common sense is that which is the consensus of those with expertise in the area.
He's going to finish his term? Do you think that he's actually going to finish what he started? We look at the decline he's had over the last few years. You have to be honest with the American people, George.
Again, you didn't answer the question. What evidence do you have that he's not going to finish the term? If what Americans feel has no basis on whether he's going to finish his term or not.
See, what Americans feel has no basis on whether Joe Biden is going to finish his term or not. Well, it has no basis if it's removed from reality. But the common sense of Americans was far closer to reality than the sophistication of high IQ liberal elites.